Yes, caller, your line is open.
Yeah, peace to all. How y'all doing?
How you
Peace,
doing, Queen?
peace. How you doing, Queen?
I'm good. I'm calling out of the Rochester region. I've been building with one of the chairmen here for the new Black Panther Party named Imaya. I really wanted to call in tonight and talk about this situation. And honestly, it's so funny how everything played out for today. Imaya, me and him, we build about, certain things within our own community. And we talk about, a lot of different subject matters. But this specific topic for the night, I actually witnessed an event today that coincides with what is being talked about tonight. Now, I don't want to lose anybody, so I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. But today I was downtown, and there was a fight that broke out amongst four, younger men. And it was, these three big boys, and they were jumping on this one little boy. And everyone is just, everyone. I'm talking about old, young, small, big. Everyone is just standing around and watching this happen. You have people with their phones out, people laughing over here. You got people, continuing to instigate the fight on this side. And I just stood there, and I was like, so nobody is going to stop this? Like, nobody is going to stop this boy from being beat on? Like, I literally just said that out of my mouth. So I walked over to the young man that was, on top of the other young man, and I, just put my hand in his way. I said, if you hit him, you're going to have to hit me, and you don't know me. And he was like, got a little rowdy or whatever, and he's like, you don't got nothing to do with this, mind your business, mind your business. And, you hear the other people in the crowd like, who is that? What she got to do with anything, And I just stood there and I just started talking to him. I picked the young man up. He had, spit all in his face and clothes all roughed up. And I stood him up and I just looked at both of them and I'm like, why are y'all fighting? And the situation is, they started yelling. He's like, he took my phone, and this one is yelling about, no, I didn't, So I'm like, so you guys are sitting here arguing about a piece of material. First and foremost, you ready to kill this man about a phone, and then it's not just one of y'all fighting him; it's three of y'all over a phone, So one older man was like, one older guy in the crowd was like, "Well, I'm glad somebody broke it up." And I turned and I looked at him. I said, "But I'm a woman, I'm not a man. I shouldn't have had to intervene with, these young men being, putting myself at a line, being in the middle of this. Could have got hit at any point." But the fact of the matter is that, there was grown men standing around, grown older men standing around and just allowing this to happen. So everything died down, whatever, after I talked to him. Like I said, I don't want to hold off make too long of a story of it. But as I started talking to one of the bus drivers that was standing there, I was like, as easy as I stepped in and took over, and like, if you hit him again, you're going to have to hit me. I don't know this young man, but I'm looking at him like, what if this was my brother? What if this was my son? I have three little brothers. I have a son. I would be so upset if someone just stood around and allowed, my brothers or my son to be beat on in front of a massive crowd of people and no one is intervening, and to me, the unification within the community is so corrupt. Everyone has this mindset of, oh, that's not my business. Oh, I'm not getting in the middle of that. Oh, that has nothing to do with me. It's like at the end of the day, we are responsible for one another. It doesn't matter if, you know this person or not. At the end of the day, we peel our skin off, we're all going to bleed the same color. At the end of the day, we all live amongst each other. We should be a unit of people. And like you said,